Look at him down there.
Yeah.
He's gonna take off right here again.
Look at that.
Look at this big old Cuda. He's probably gonna take off again. Let's just make sure he's really wore out before we get him up here, because these fish can be very dangerous if you're not careful with all these teeth. And I suggest, if you ever see him pointed at you, Walker, just step off to the side when they're close to the boat like this, because they will jump right into the boat.
Grady White Boats' reputation for designing ruggedly elegant fishing boats is legendary. Our attention to quality, detail, and customer service is unmatched. From our Fisherman 180 and Coastal Explorers series to the unrivaled Canyon 456, you'll find no boat that rides better and offers more fishing amenities. Go ahead, experience fishing at its best. Get the Grady.
Hello and welcome to the Carolina Outdoor Journal. Well, today's program takes us down to Wrightsville Beach, and Joe, we're fishing for Barracuda.
That's right, and it's, to me, one of our top sport fish in our coastal waters, just because of the sheer fighting ability of that fish. Once you set the hook on that fish, you better have the right tackle. You better know what you're doing, because they're so fast, and you'll see this in the footage coming up. We have them up and down the coast. You can catch them. Today we're fishing an artificial reef right off Wrightsville Beach, I think it's 2 or 3 miles right off the beach, that draws these fish in the summertime. There's a lot of bait fish that hangs in these areas, so it draws these bigger fish, and these are nice barracuda today too. But typically you'll find them on artificial reefs, offshore. Generally when you're trolling is when you pick up a lot of them. But today we're casting top water plugs to them, and then presenting a tube that Captain Stu Calder, who's with us today, has developed to fish for them. A real unique combination that they use today to catch them, and we had a lot of fun.
Your time's going to be real good today.
Yeah, they're going to show us how they rigged up the top water baits that they used to actually bring the barracuda to you, to get their attention off the wreck, and then use these tube baits that he ties himself, real bright red, just really so the fish can really see them. But once you hook them, you better have the right tackle. They'll talk about that too in gear time.
And then today, Donna's got a recipe using flounder, and she's got some veggies today too.
Yes, baked flounder, the vegetables thrown in, real tasty recipe, and we're on the coast today, so it's real appropriate.
All right, let's head on down to Wrightsville Beach on the Carolina Outdoor Journal.
There he is. Good. Oh. You come up on the top water plug.
Golly, that was exciting.
That was. Glad I got him on this heavier rod. There he goes. Let's see if he'll jump up again here for us.
What a strike. What a strike.
I love it. I got a little heavier outfit than you're using, so
I know.
It's a little heavier, but
That's a nice fish, though.
that is a nice one. Come on, big fella. Well, I was throwing this top water plug, Walker, and just chugging this thing around. Look at him down there. There he goes.
Get these rods out of the way.
I was ripping this big top water plug across there, and he just came up there and piled on it after I ripped it about 10 feet.
What a strike. What a strike.
There's nothing like a top water bite.
I'm telling you.
When they come up on top and eat.
Well, I'd thrown my tube in there just in case he wouldn't eat that topwater bait, because you said sometimes they'll come and take a look at it, and if you put a tube in there and buzz a tube by it,
That's right.
jump on the tube, but
Normally,
the topwater.
a lot of times they'll just come and investigate these top waters, but this one here must have been all fired up because he came in there and piled on it. Look at him down there.
Yeah.
He's going to take off right here again.
Look at that.
Look at this big old Cuda. He's probably going to take off again. Let's just make sure he's really wore out before we get him up here, because these fish can be very dangerous if you're not careful with all these teeth. And I suggest, if you ever see him pointed at you, Walker, just step off to the side when they're close to the boat like this, because they will jump right into the boat.
Are you ready to land him? Or you want
I think so. I think he's pretty wore out here.
A little bit more.
I tell you what, I'm gonna step up. Why don't you slide in and you just get him right by the tail? Hey, I tell you what, before we do that, let's go ahead and get the pliers ready.
I got pliers.
You got pliers?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna do a loop with him and bring him right back around to you. All right. Just lift them in. There you go, step back. All right.
Look at that pretty
Pretty
smile there.
Yeah,
All right,
the dentist would be happy with them
let's
teeth.
let him go.
There he goes. All right, big fella.
There
they
he
are.
is, there he is.
There he is. Put the camera on it. There he is. This is the byproduct of Cuda fishing. Is these big jacks.
Don't you just love seeing them come up and jump all over that?
How hot was that?
You just love that. All right, Stu, we're backing down on him, get a little bit of line back and get more over the fish.
That's perfect. That way we can let these other guys have the wreck and not have to worry about getting in their way while we're catching a fish.
We've got a lot of line back.
Yeah.
That fish took off.
Yeah, this fish is,
We had a
he's
awful
wearing
lot of
me
line.
out. Oh, my arm is wearing out. I've got some pressure on him too, and he's still.
They're powerful fish.
They are.
They can be 15 pounds and feel like they're 40 or more.
Come on,
Those
big
jacks
fella.
are powerful.
And I'm just kind of touching the spool a little bit with my fingers just to give me a little more. But if he goes, I can always just let go of it and let him run, like right there. Just let him go do his thing. All right, come on.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Okay, hang on
I'm in
one
neutral.
sec.
I'm in neutral. Go on under any cowling if you have to.
All right, hang on. I think he's underneath it. He's all right. He's coming out this side right here, Walker.
All right, I'm gonna back us down away from
Okay.
this other boat. He seems to want to be right on this anchor
on,
line
buddy.
of this other boat.
Come on, buddy. Ease on up here for me. There he is, right there. I just want to get those knots on the spool. There we go. Here he comes, Walker. Now, I don't know if this is, there he is. Look at this big
Yeah,
old
there
thing.
he is, but I don't think, there he is. I think we got another minute.
There you go. All right. There we go.
What a fish right there.
Now that's a byproduct of fishing right there for those cudas.
It's probably 20, 25 pounds.
Look at that
worth
big
of
old
jack.
pretty fish. Look at that yellow fin on there,
Yep.
how pretty that is.
He's bigger than my boga grip, that's
Just
for sure.
don't grab him right there.
Yeah, that's
That'll-
sharp.
That little thing right there will cut you up.
Okay, let's release him.
Come on, big boy, eat that thing.
There he is, got him,
There he is.
got him.
All right.
Look
Good
at
job.
that!
Awesome.
Oh, Stu, he's
What's he
going-
doing?
He's going the other side
Okay.
of the buoy. I got him back on this side.
Got him on this side?
Yep, got him back on this side, but he's right around the buoy.
Okay.
Let's get him away from it.
All right.
Let's get him away from it.
Which way you want me to go? Forward?
I'm gonna hop down before I fall off.
I'm gonna go this way since he's
Yeah,
kind
let's get out over there. He just ran down deep. He's
You need
kinda
to go
up
to the
there off
front?
bow. Yeah,
Okay.
I think I'm gonna have to go up around off the
Okay,
bow.
walk to the front and I'll just keep the boat
Okay,
here in a good position for you. There you go.
here he
Oh,
is.
this will
He's
be
coming.
a good, we got a great angle on him now.
He's coming back up.
There you go.
Whoa, he's going deep.
There we go. That's a mighty light outfit you're using.
He
There we
is
go.
right down under the boat. He is staying deep.
Well, that little rod you made is working good, isn't it?
Yeah,
Putting it in overtime.
it might be a little light for this, but it's not
I need
too
to back the
bad.
boat off of him here a little bit.
I think so, Stu. I'm gonna have to dip around
All
and
right, I'm gonna pop it in reverse.
get under him. He's coming back out the other side.
Okay, all right,
Here he is.
okay. Just let me know if he goes under us and I'll try to stay off the boat here.
Okay.
Where's that buoy? Okay, there it is.
Here he comes.
We're in
He's
the middle of nowhere. It's just a bunch of sand out here, so
good.
let me know when he gets close.
He wants to stay deep, and every single time we get him close to the boat, he Sends us around the bow at least once.
That's all right.
Now he's gotten out a little bit and he's coming up.
Good. Putting a little pressure. He's getting
Well, I'm
up.
starting to get a little bit back on him.
Let's see what we got here. He looked like a pretty good size when he hit.
I think he's a decent fish.
You know, and if you're not keeping a fish to eat, this is such a great species to go after.
Yeah.
They're not targeted commercially, so there's a bunch of them.
Here we go.
And they're so aggressive.
Just putting a little added pressure with my hand on the spool. I can let go when he takes off.
That's a mighty light rod you're using. I
It's
swear.
really not as light as it looks. This fish is just making it look light.
That's one you wrapped too, isn't it?
Yeah.
Isn't that your rod?
Yeah.
Oh, we should get him. Come on, big boy.
Here he comes.
We're the good guys. We're gonna let you go. We're not gonna put you on the board or nothing. Uh-oh. I got him. Okay, you ready?
Yeah, go ahead. Just laid him right there on the side.
Good Lord, he's a big one.
Look at that hook just barely hanging in his mouth.
Look at that thing. He's
All
probably
right.
about, what, 17 pounds?
Something like that.
Not
That's
a bad
a nice
fish
fish.
at all. Look at the parasites on him.
Yeah.
I'm amazed they can stay on him as fast as they can swim. That
Let's
big
ease
old-
him back in the water.
All right, big fella. There you go. Just like that. All right.
Oh, that's great. Don't you just love
That's a
it?
good
Thank you,
fish.
partner.
Great job.
Good job.
That's what we came for.
All right. Look at that. Look at that.
And now, how fast was that?
How did he get from one place to the
From
other?
underneath the boat over
How
there,
in the world did he get?
a half a second?
He still doesn't know he's hooked, I don't think.
I don't think he's done.
I think
at
he's
all.
just a
That's a
little-
big one too.
There he goes again.
Here he goes. Come on, jump for us. Yeah. There you go. Come on, big fella. I know you're not done yet.
He isn't done.
I'm laying your rod up here on the top again just to get it out of the
Yeah.
way. He can't be done yet. That's a big one too, Walker.
I know that's a big one.
I'm not ready to grab him. Hey, where'd you put your pliers at?
In my pocket. He's right down under the boat again.
Come on back over here. There you go.
Come on up, big guy. Just let it go if you need to.
God.
You get both hands on that. I
Okay,
got
you ready?
this. Ready?
Okay,
One, two.
one.
Oh, what a fish! What a pretty fish. Can you get him right up behind the gills? And I'll. All right.
Now that right there.
That is a barracuda.
That is a
That
chunk
is
of
a
Cuda.
barracuda right
That
there.
big old mouth right there.
Look at that pretty fish.
That's about a 30 pounder.
Yeah. Let him go. Let him go. Good job. Good job.
Better safe than sorry on
Good
those
job.
guys. Whoa. Better safe than sorry with them. Get them off the
Good.
boat. Right on, man.
Oh, man.
Joe, just one thing about it. That is a fast fish.
They really are, and you could see. I mean, they hit the bait, and I mean they're streaking. I mean, they're going really fast. And again, we have barracuda up and down the coast. Most of the time, you catch them. A lot of times, trolling that because a lot of guys troll will pick them up. But over these artificial reefs, the bait is drawn to the reefs, and so naturally these predatory fish, the bigger fish, are drawn in too. And this is summertime fishing and just loads of fun. It's a catch and release fishery basically. Some people keep them, but basically it's really, you go for the sport of it. But you got to be careful with them. As you can see, they're full of teeth, and when you take the hook off, you just need to be ultra cautious on how you handle them. But just loads of fun.
The tackle and the catch and release. Let's go to gear time.
Stuart, we just got back inside after spending all morning about 3 miles off of Wrightsville Beach, having a ball with barracudas and jacks. Ooh, what a great day.
And you really couldn't ask for more. We had beautiful weather. The water's nice and clear. You know, we had some good equipment to help us out. We had these nice Quantum Cabo 50 size reels, nice Quantum Cabo 10 to 17 pound class rods, little bit of 40 on top, and we put a little bit of that 20 pound Power Pro braid up underneath them. And you need something nice and stout like that with a good drag that'll really keep those jacks on there and not heat up, because they're going to burn a lot of line off and burn it off quick.
We had a couple of fish that took 100, 150 yards of line in just what seemed like seconds. So good equipment that's built to handle these fish is absolutely essential. And a good smooth drag is what you need.
That's right, and it gives you a good way to present these lures to them too. You know, you need a nice rod, something you can cast real good. And it'll help you present these big topwater plugs like this big tsunami plug we were using to tease these guys up. And the jacks will definitely eat these things, and so will the Cudas, but generally we use this as a teaser for the Cudas. And then we throw that tube you got in your hand at them.
Tell us a little bit about the tube.
Well, the tube is just a piece of basically orange surgical tubing. And I just take a little bit of single strand wire and run it through the middle and use a single hook, because you don't need all the trebles on there. These fish are really aggressive. They're gonna eat it. You're gonna hook them, there ain't no problem with that. Then I'd put a couple of 1/4 ounce weights on top just to give it a little bit of weight. That way you can throw it and basically throw that thing out there in front of them, lead them a pretty good ways on the Cudas, and reel it as fast as you can. You can't reel it fast enough.
If they're fast enough, if they want to eat it, they're going to chase it down no matter how fast it's going. And it seemed like the faster you would reel, the more excited they got, the more aggressive they got, and the more they would just pound on it.
That's right, and with all that pretty clear water, you could see the fish coming, and it's really exciting when you're watching that strike come up behind it.
It was an incredible day, and you couldn't ask for a more exciting day with the jacks on top, the Barracudas watching them come up and take the bait, and then most of them leaped out of the water as soon as they ate it and then just took off. It was fantastic. Awesome. You couldn't ask for a better day.
Thanks, man. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Let's do it again.
You bet.
Thanks, Stu, for that information. Now, if you want to go Barracuda fishing with Stu Calder, here's his number. Give him a call, and he'll take you out, and I hope you'll get one that you'll talk about for days. And speaking of talking about for days, here's a recipe that you can talk about for a long time to come. We'll catch up with Donna. She's in the kitchen now with a recipe with flounder and veggies.
Today in the kitchen we're making a baked flounder and vegetable recipe, and this is similar to a lasagna recipe, but instead of using noodles we're going to layer ours with flounder. So it's just a great recipe. It's quick and it's easy. It's something that you can make ahead of time and reheat for your family, or if you want to make a quick dinner. It goes together really easily, and you can use a lot of convenience items that you find in your store, like you're going to use shredded carrots, chopped celery. You can buy all of it actually off the salad bar, so that even cuts down your time even more, so that you don't have that prep time. So we're going to start out with some celery, and we have just some oil and some butter in here. Then we're going to add some bell peppers, and you see there's lots of great color in this. So that's what I like about it. We're going to use some red and some yellow. You can use green if that's what you have, or you can just use a combination. I'm going to use about 1 large pepper or 2 small. We're going to add shredded carrots to this. Like I said, you can buy these off the salad bar, or you can also buy them in the produce section that are already shredded. So make use of those items that you find to cut down on your cooking time and just make your prep time a little bit easier. And try to keep your things in. Well, we'll just leave that there. So we're going to saute that. We're going to add some garlic. So we're going to have some great flavor in here. We're going to add some tomatoes, and I like to use these smaller tomatoes, but you can use whole tomatoes and just dice them up. You can use a variety of different colors, which would be nice too. I'm all about the color. And the more colorful your food is, the healthier it is. So keep that in mind too. I keep trying to tell my children that. So we're going to give this a good saute till everything's getting a little bit tender. Depending on how you like your vegetables, I like mine a little crunchy, so I probably wouldn't cook mine as long. Because we're going to bake this too, so keep that in mind. We're going to add in some fresh basil. dill, and some parsley. And just give that a toss. And then we're just gonna let this cook, like I said, until your vegetables are about tender crisp. Then we're going to, once they're ready to use, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our baking dish, and I made mine in a cast iron skillet just because it's easy for me, but we're gonna take about a third or a half of your mixture, place this in your baking dish. Then we're going to add our flounder that I've just cut into strips. So I've taken off the skin and I've just cut into pieces. This is a great way to use leftover fish that you have. And you can use a variety of white fish that you like. And you could even throw in some shrimp or some scallops. You know, you can just whatever you have and make it your own. Then we're gonna top it with some more vegetables. And then you can either put cheese on top of this, which my son thought would be a great idea because I think everything tastes better with cheese on it. Or you can put some non-fat yogurt, Greek yogurt on this, which would add a little more protein. You can also add some mayonnaise, or you can add some sour cream. So I'm just gonna put some mayonnaise on here. Then we're gonna bake this at 350 for about 30 minutes until it's bubbly. You're gonna cover it and bake it, and then pull your cover off and let it get nice and brown on the top. So this is what it looks like when it comes out, and it's nice and creamy, and you have all these great vegetables and flavors, and your fish tastes amazing as well. So I hope you enjoyed the baked flounder and vegetables, and I look forward to seeing you next time here on Simple Cooking.
We thank you for that recipe, Donna. Always a good one. More recipes are like that in our cookbook. You can find it online at carolinaaoutdoorjournal.com. Joe, catch and release, that's a serious fish.
Yeah, it is, and that fish is a catch and release fish, primarily here in North Carolina. They're edible, but most people do catch them and release them. But I want to emphasize, like we did earlier, that you need to be careful with these fish. They have a mouthful of teeth. They're very quick, and so be ultra cautious when you land one. Take the hook out and release him. But loads of fun, and we've got them up and down the coast. Like I said earlier, primarily caught when you're trolling a lot of times, but over these artificial reefs where we have an abundance of bait fish that congregate, these barracuda will hang out over these reefs, and you can go like we did that day and basically call them up with the top water, get their attention, and like Stu used with that tubing bait that he has worked up and makes his own, very effective. And when you set the hook, hang on, have the right tackle, but you'll have loads of fun.
You'll be no question what you got on the other lid.
Exactly.
There's no question about that. For Joe Albee, I'm John Moore. Thanks for joining us today on the Carolina Outdoor Journal.
Make sure to visit our website for more information.
Grady White boats are known for uncompromising quality through exceptional attention to detail. On every model, from 18 to 45 feet, we incorporate exclusive features and quality components that you won't find on any other boat brands. Our exclusive CV2 hull design is ranked highest in every third-party survey done in the marine industry. So every day on the water will be a great day, no matter the conditions. Ask any Grady White owner and they'll tell you, get the Grady.